Hello to hello, welcome to Intellect Menti. In today's topic, we are going to discuss Newlands Law of Octave. In 1864, English chemist Newland arranged the elements by using law of octave. So let's begin with what was that law of octave. Newland arranged elements in increasing order of their atomic mass numbers. As we had seen in our previous topics, that is Dobereiner tried, Dobereiner also arranged the elements in increasing order of atomic masses. So in similar way, Newland also used this criteria, that is increasing order of atomic masses. But what was he found that he observed that every 8 element had similarity in the property that of the first element. Now, please try to understand what he observed is the property of the first element is showing similarity with that of 8 element. So here, that's why the 8 is nothing but octave. That's why we have called this law as law of octave. It means the property of 8 element is similar with first element. So how he compared and what he used to arrange these elements. Let's see this. What you can see on screen is musical notes. In Indian musical notes, we are using these notes sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and sa. Similarly, in Western, we use this following musical notes, which were presented in green. So, these musical notes are called as saptak. Why we are representing this note here is because you can see here, let's consider the sa is first, then the second one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and again you will come eighth one is again sa. It means according to musical notes also the first is sa and eighth also sa. It means first and eighth are similar. This same observation or same comparison used by Newland, he used these musical notes which is presented in Western. So here we got Newland's law of octave, how the property of first element is similar with 8th element. So let's look at now how was the Newlands stable. So you can see this is the Newlands stable. At the time of Newland, there was 56 elements were known, but Newland could not classify all known 56 elements as he failed to classify all known elements. We will see the reason for this, but right now try to understand the table. Here you can see the musical notes. Again, there are different notes like sa, re, ga, ma. Okay, and in that note, he arranged the elements. He started with the lightest element, that is hydrogen, and ended with thorium. So it's an increasing order. It means hydrogen having atomic mass number 1, then the lithium having 6.9. So in this way, he arranged the elements in increasing order of atomic mass numbers. And how he found the property of 8th and first similar? Let's begin with these examples. The first example given was sodium is 8th element and showing similarity with lithium. See here, this sodium is the 8th element and the lithium is your first element, right? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth one is sodium here. So we can say the property of lithium must equal to property of sodium. As we know, the lithium is a metal, sodium is also metal. So here they are presenting with what? Similar properties. Second, magnesium shows similarity with beryllium. As you can see again here, the magnesium in note Ga, magnesium and beryllium. Suppose this magnesium is the first element. So from magnesium of beryllium, the magnesium will be at 8th. So again, the beryllium and magnesium must show similarity in the properties. How they are similar? As we know, the magnesium and the beryllium both having valency 2 and they show their properties. okay, similar with each other. And the last one example was chlorine having similarities with fluorine. So now let's look in first column, that is do note. Here, fluorine and chlorine. Fluorine and chlorine both, okay, let's consider chlorine as the eighth element and fluorine as the first element. So the chlorine and fluorine showing similarity in their properties, as these both elements are highly reactive and they are halogens. So in this way, we have understood how the Newlands table was constructed by using two criteria, and these are the examples. Now let's begin with limitations. Now we need to find the answer. Why could not Newland could arrange all the known elements? The very simple first limitation was after the calcium. It means up to the calcium, Newland's law, that is property of the first element showing similarity with eighth one, is satisfying up to the calcium. After the calcium, the first element not showing any similarity with your eighth element. That's why his rule failed to classify further elements after the calcium. As you can see here, the phosphorus and manganese. Phosphorus is non-metal, whereas manganese is metal. So there is no similarity between the first and eighth element. So in similar way, this is the first limitation we had. What is the limitations? Limitations means where the rules get failed. So first limitation was very simple, that up to the calcium only he could arrange the elements. After calcium, first property of the first element is not showing similarity with eighth one. Second limitation is in one box there should be one element, but here you can see in one box there are more than one elements were placed in Newlands table. एंड थर्ड वन इज, अगर आप लोगों ने मेरे प्रीवियस वीडियोस देखे होंगे तो आपको मैंने टेक्स्ट बुक वाला एग्जांपल दिया था. देयर वाज वेरी कॉलम्स, मराठी बुक्स, हिंदी बुक्स एंड इंग्लिश बुक्स. सो नाउ in these columns all books are of what? Marathi language books. Suppose in that if I place another English books, so what happened here is there is a specific property, you mix some other book in of different property. In similar way, here also we have this third limitation, that is, let's consider this doom. Here the fluorine, chlorine and bromine. Fluorine, chlorine and bromine. These all three elements are highly reactive and they are called as halogens. Now, these are the halogens, but you can say, so this node must contain all halogens. But the cobalt and nickel were placed in same node, which are not halogens, those are metals. So here, Newland placed different property element with similar properties. He mixed two types of elements. So this is the third limitation. And the fourth and the last most limitation was Newland did not have, in Newlands table, there was no provision for newly discovered elements. If there has been new discoveries, then the newly discovered elements could not fitted in this Newlands table, as there is no provision for newly discovered elements. So in this way, we had this four limitations. So just highlighted this part. Only up to calcium this law is applicable. Second, there was two elements in what? Same boxes to accommodate all the known elements. Third, different properties under the same node he placed, and what was the reason? What was the example we discussed earlier? And the last one is there was not had any provision for newly discovered elements. So here we are completed the topic, that is Newlands Law of Octave and its limitations. So we will meet soon in next lecture with the next very important topic, that is Mendeleev's contribution in classification of elements. Till then, you can visit my Instagram page, okay, where you will get this highlighted or the important notes, points from the each topic on my Instagram page. You can follow that page, and please, if you're understanding and like my lectures, then please like, subscribe and share, so we can reach to maximum students and we can help them and we will provide opportunity to learn, okay, in this difficult time. So thank you so much. Stay at home. Take care. We will meet soon in the next lecture. Thank you.